God's plan. I hold back, sometimes I won't. I feel good, sometimes I don't. I finesse down Western Road.
Sasa wa Rainbow wa Kenya. It is Jamie Foxx here with
Fifi fam, what's up, you guys? This is your girl Shiro back with another episode of one of your favorite podcasts, the Kenyan Plug Pod. Nyaja fam, happy August! It's here. Are you guys ready for 2020? Because it's only 4 more months left until that thing. Are you guys ready? Because I mean, Amanda time is like, I told you guys, it doesn't wait for anyone. So make sure you guys are doing what you have to do. Stay strong. June and July were tough. I mean, I don't know if it was just for me. Like, I know June and July were tough, okay? And I'm ready for what August has to bring. I don't believe that 3 months can be tough like this. So I'm hoping that this month is way better than the last 2 months, especially for, people that have been experiencing the heat. Sio ati joto ya sun or the weather, but the heat of life, for the pressures of life. Hopefully it cools down and we can relax kidogo, shout out to you guys for listening. Thank you so much for always commenting and giving me good feedback. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys for listening to my broken squire and liking it. Makes me feel so special. Thank you so much. Shout out to all the content creators as usual. Shout out to all the artists. You guys keep killing it. It's so much dope stuff out here. Like, it's so much dopeness out here, and I'm so impressed. Honestly, I'm impressed. I'm excited. I'm happy to be a part of it. And let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep doing what we do. This is how we do. Okay, so let's get it. Let's get it. Today's topic, itaitwa God's plan. This is episode 28, visual number 8. Not to get super religious. It's not even about all of that. It's more so about God's plan. Okay, and if you're it's just about a higher being coming and hijacking your plan, and you having to sit there and take it. But I'm just giving it a twist. I'm giving it a twist that is not going to feel like you're not the only one that's going through it. We all make plans. Kila mtu anakaa chini anasema, oh, this is my 5-year plan, or tunaenda uni alafu tunasema, okay, after uni nitafanya hii. Even after you move out of your parents' house, unasema, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. In any transition of your life, you make these plans because you want to see your life go a certain way. Alafu plan inasemanga, oh, skirt. No, you're not the ruler of my of what's going to happen. So you just have to sit back and get directed into the right, get guided into the right direction, because there's so many things happening that are happening behind the scenes that you don't know about. But you just think, because it's me and I know myself, I'm going to plan everything according to how I see it. Like, you can't see that far. Your vision is good. Have vision for yourself, absolutely. Like, you can never see the final product. Only God knows that product. And if you're not a fan of godly talk, you might not like this episode, because I am going to big up the big man. I'm going to big up the higher being, the higher power, for guiding me and teaching me so much. This episode was inspired by my nephew's basketball game practice. Yeah, let's get into it. So at practice, I took my nephew to practice. I'm looking at the scene. Coach has made, like, she has these little things on the court. She has these things that mark where the kids will be playing or what position they will be playing. So every kid had a position. Kila mtu alikuwa anajua position yake. You stay here, you stay here, you stay here. And how that worked was, everyone knew not to move. Now everyone knew that each position had its purpose. Lakini the kids, they didn't understand that when the time was going. So during the practice, just learning, doing the little drills, doing the dribbling or shooting the ball, or okay, this is my spot, I'm not going to move from here. But when the time came for practicing a game, kila mtu alikuwa everywhere, walisahau all about their sports, all about their positions. Kila mtu alikuwa anataka tu ku get the ball and dribble it and shoot it. Kila mtu alikuwa anataka tu kwa the guy, the man that, you know, since they're kids, girls and boys, they play together. So they were feeling themselves. They were like, oh, when they made a shot, they were feeling good. I'm the girl, I'm the, you know, or I'm that guy. You know, everybody was celebrating themselves when they made a shot. Lakini, the good thing is the coach stopped them right there and then. And she said, you guys are excited because that you're putting you're making a shot, but you're forgetting that in commercial position kila mtu perfectly. I had positioned you guys as, you know, perfectly according to you guys' strengths. So if you're a good shooter, I put you there by the so you can be able to make a shot. If you're a good person to get the rebound, I put you, if you're tall enough to get a rebound, I was there to let you, I had you positioned there so that you can get a rebound. If you're good at defense, I had you positioned, you know, defending one of the best players on the team. Everyone had their position. Lakini when the time came to play, kila mtu akasahau maneno ya positions. Everyone forgot about their position. Do you think that is learning how to play the game, or do you think that is not learning how to play the game? So Toyo wakasema, oh, you know, we were just trying to have fun. We were just trying to play the game. We didn't think that the positions really meant that big of a, you know, that they didn't mean that much because we got the shot. We made it happen, you know? So we didn't think it was a big deal. So coach akasema, akablock a whistle, akasema, run it back. And you guys, akasema, run it back. And this time, nobody moved from their position. Nobody moved from their position. So Toya akakasirika, wamekasirika, why are you doing this? We can play. All of these complaints going one ear out the other. So coach akasema, every time you guys move, tutaanza tena. We'll start it over. If you guys play according to your position, kila kitu itakuwa smooth. Everything will go smoothly and we can be done with practice. But the longer you guys keep on moving out of your position, the longer we will be in practice. So, sasa, everyone stayed in their position. Even though they were excited about the game, even though they wanted to play so bad, of course, one or two people were, you know, they wanted to do their own thing. They forgot about their positions. Lakini, for the majority of the team, they all stood in their positions. And when I saw that, nikasema, oh my goodness, this is a whole topic. This is a whole episode. And I was thinking, that's life. That's life, guys. We are all put into a position. We are all put into a position. Kila mtu akona position yake in life. We all have a purpose in life. If you know your purpose, or better, you're discovering your purpose, that's great. You know, at least you're on the journey of the discovery. If you don't know your purpose, don't ask around. Don't ask your friends. Don't ask your family. This is a solo mission, okay? This is a solo mission. You cannot find your purpose in someone else. You cannot find your purpose in someone else. Kama ni boyfriend, kama ni whoever, you cannot find your purpose in anybody else, okay? So, yeah. So everyone has their position. Everybody has their purpose. And whenever you move out of that, thinking that you're the big stuff, let me make the shot, I want to be the one to make the shot, you realize that you are set back because umekuwa cocky sasa, umeanza kujisikia sana. So you have to get set back and reminded your position so that when the time comes for you to play, uko ready. Lakini ukienda before that, una reset your whole clock. You're turning the whole clock around. You're making that thing start all over again. Because una discipline, you don't know how to discipline yourself and hold yourself back from, you know, from inaitwa head start. Unataka kukua head start. You want to do a head start. You want to be, you know, jumping before your time. You want to be running before your time. You want to be going before your time. Lakini your time has not come just yet. You just have to wait until the perfect time for you to make that shot. Lakini your time will come. Lakini if you keep on going before time, everybody will have to start over. So if you understand basketball, for that, if it was a little complicated or Tiku explained vizuri sana, you know, just think about if you're running a race and mtu ana count down 1, 2, 3. Lakini at 2 mtu ameshaenda. You have to start the whole race over. Like if everyone goes on 3, you get a fair chance to compete. That's basically life. Gojea your time. Just wait for your time. And this just was, I was thinking because of course it relates to me. Because I kumbuka vile nilienda uni, or when I got out of uni nilikuwa nimeshatengeneza plan. Oh yes, 5 years from now nitakuwa nafanya hivi hivi hivi, after this nitafanya hivi hivi hivi. Like everything was planned out to according to my liking. At 28 I'm going to be married, with my family. Nitakuwa nikiendesha Range Rover. Nakuwa nikiishi in this kind of house. I had so many plans. So many plans. It doesn't make sense. Kila kitu almost was planned. I mean everything. Mpaka nguo, like seriously. Nilikuwa najua nilikuwa nataka which kind of watch. I knew which kind of bag I wanted to be carrying. I had it all planned out according to me. But according to God, ilikuwa kitu ingine kabisa. And I remember like in March I decided to start Kenyan Plug Pod. Lakini it was not my decision. It was just something that I was guided into. And I was like, is this my position? Is this where I'm supposed to be? And I struggled with that thing for so long until September. September is when I actually did my first. September was when I did my first episode of Kenyan Plug Pod. Alafu after that, even I took some more time because it was something that I was still wrestling with. Because according to me, that was not my plan. That was never my plan. My plan was not to do a Kenyan podcast. My thing was kwenda kufanya kazi in my field. I wanted to go ahead and start using my degree. And, whatever happened with that would make me happy. But to do a podcast, a Kenyan podcast, it was never my plan. So, when I started doing it and I started liking it, I was like, oh my goodness. You really never know what's best for you. You never really know what's best for you. You never really know what is meant for you. You never really know what your purpose is until you start doing it and you feel the joy, the passion, the happiness that it brings you. And it's not attached to pesa. It's not attached to money. It's not attached to another person. It's not attached to like what it just fulfills you in a different way that you really don't understand. You can't really explain it. Like love, you can't really explain purpose, but purpose is a dope thing to discover. And I'm telling you, it's one of the best things that happened to me. Finding out my purpose in life has really led me down a completely different path. I remember path yangu ilikuwa Range Rover, nyumba, kuolewa, my field, be this, be that. That's how it was going. But as of late, since I've gotten an understanding of God's plan, just being relaxed and controlling what I can and leaving alone what I cannot, I've been a happier lady. I've been so happy because I understand that I don't have to plan anything. Like I'm already, if you don't want to talk about God so much, think about the energy, vibrations, or if you want to do a spiritual talk or however you want to do it, that spiritually, your spirit guides you. Your spirit knows what you like. So it's not going to be something that you don't really know. Imetoka wapi? Sio ati mimi najua I like PR. I want to be in the business of PR, artist development, iyo yote. Alafu I'm doing doctor all of a sudden. That would never happen. But what's going to happen is avenues zingine zitaanza ku appear. Different ways of doing things are going to start happening. And it's things that you're good at naturally because you're equipped. Lakini ujui, you don't know that you're naturally good at it until you start trying it. And the thing that really helped me get to this place was meditation. I know I talk about it a lot. Lakini meditating, that day when I was guided to do Kenyan Plug Pod, I was outside taking a walk, and next thing you know, I'm hearing these, like just natural sounds, and I'm saying, and I miss Kenya so much. I miss Kenya so much. And then I was thinking, there's a gap. There's a gap between me, because when I was in uni, I was fully, I'm not even going to, no cap, okay? Fully American when I was in uni. There was no traces of Kenya at all. Everything I did, everything about me was fully American, because I don't know. I think I was whatever little stupid emotion I was feeling when I was in that age. I think because high school, what was in check? Oh, African booty scratcher, all this foolishness. What gonna? Oh, you wore shoes in Africa. Oh my gosh, they had shoes. You know, all that foolishness that I went through when I was in high school and middle school, and all those, you know, the little bit of time I was in school when I was younger, they had messed me up subconsciously. Even though I felt like, oh, whatever, you guys cannot do anything to me, subconsciously I had started feeling defeated, or I felt ashamed of my African, you know, my being African. And so when I went to uni, I was like, you know what, this time around, I'm not going to be treated that way anymore. Of course, my roommates and everyone I was around knew that I was Kenyan, I was African, but they didn't know the full extent of it, because I didn't want to really be who I was. So when I got out of school, I was like, okay, this is, you know, I wasn't thinking Kenyan, I wasn't thinking Africa, I wasn't thinking nothing to do with back home. And then when I took that walk, it was like, you know, it was like, embrace yourself, because I don't know what was going on that day, per se. I don't know if I just saw the way nature was moving. I just saw the leaves being like, everything around me was at peace. The nature around me just seemed to be at peace. And I was like, wow, isn't that crazy how on a day-to-day basis, I'm talking about kila siku, tuko na ma stress mob sana kwa kichwa. Tuna stress about kila kitu. We are stressing so much about such irrelevant things that don't even matter. Ati yumsia kuni text back, you know, you kadema kuni text back, you know, madhe on a trip, you know, everybody is tripping, or is shule in a bow. Oh, you know, just life in a bow in general. Like, things are bothering us. Yes, of course. Siezi katal. I cannot refuse you that. I'm telling you, the other day I was saying, oh, I'm defeated. I was over there having a moment, you know? I was having a moment, feeling down, because I'm defeated, because I was feeling it, you know? Sometimes pressures of life make you feel it. Lakini kuji resurge is the point. The point is to get yourself back together. But anyways, going back to what I was talking about, nature was showing me that it was at peace. It was at peace without interference. Hakuna mtu alikuwa anaenda nje kuiwater. Hakuna mtu you know, nobody cares for nature like that. You know, actually we destroy nature, but nature keeps going. And you know what is making sure that nature keeps going? A higher being. And when I figured that out, when I saw that, I was like, wow, you know, we really trip about so many things. We trip about so many things that are so irrelevant to our growth and our elevation and our evolution. And it just is, it makes no sense that we waste so much time on foolishness. Or I'd say at foolishness, these are valid things that we go through. Like, we should not allow it to destroy our minds or destroy our peace. But yeah, so after uni, I was just done, and I had this plan of how I wanted to do my thing. And then Kenyan Plug Pod came about. I loved it. I love it. I still do. And I love the reception of it. I love that it makes me feel fulfilled. And it's truly my, you know, one of my purposes. Like, this is aligned with my purpose. So that makes me feel great knowing that, you know, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't do one thing to get here. I did not do anything. I never sat down and mapped this out. I have not written anything down. I have not practiced anything. This is legit just coming from me. And would I ever have imagined being here? No, I would never have imagined it. And that's the thing. You have to start letting go and letting God and letting the energies, the higher being, control everything that is out of your control. Of course, tunataka kusema this after this day, after this date, 2020, even the way I do the victory lap. We want to say these things. We want to plan ahead. We want to make sure we have something in line. Yes, and you should, lakini when things don't go according to plan, wacha kusikia uchungu, wacha kusikia ati, oh, I'm so sad, things are bad, things are not going right, because things are going right. They're just not going according to your plan. They're just not going according to what you think it should have went down, because tunafikia, yes, I'm supposed to live like this, I'm supposed to live like that. No, you're supposed to sit back, relax, and let it be done for you. You do what you have to do. Usikakuwa idle either. Of course, don't be idle. Make a plan, make a plan for you, as like who you are. Instead of trying to control things that are out of your control, try to understand yourself more. Try to understand your values, try to understand your crafts, try to understand your skills. There's so many things lying inside of you. There's so many things that are great inside of you. Try to understand how to pull those things out, because one thing for sure is that when your time is here, you're going to have to make that shot. You're going to have to make that shot. Mtu akikupass ball, which life will pass you the ball, and you have to make that shot. And it's up to you whether it's going to go in, whether you're going to be ready or what. And this is a perfect example. So back to the basketball practice. So everyone had their position, lakini kulikuwa na huyu kijana mmoja alikuwa anacheza. There was one boy, he was just playing, he was just making faces, doing all this, funny stuff. He's a kid, enjoying himself. So ball ikifika, when the ball was thrown at him, he was not ready. Actually, the ball fell, and the other team got to take the ball. You don't want to be distracted when your time comes for you to get past the ball. You want to be ready. Mkono iko ready too. I'm ready. You want to be ready, okay? You want to be ready for your time. You want to be ready for the ball to get thrown to you. And when the ball comes, I want you guys to be able to make that shot, because time is going to come. I promise you that. Your time is going to come. Lakini when you're distracted, mtu mwingine atachukua ball yako, mtu mwingine atachukua ball and he'll make that shot. Somebody else will take the ball from you and they'll make that shot. But if you sit back and you relax and be at peace with yourself, get your body right, loosen up kidogo, and wait for the ball to come to you, kila kitu itakuwa sawa sawa. Lakini kila saa unafikiria too much, una stress so much, uko distracted paka kichwa iko ready, utagongwa na ball hivyo, because you're not ready, you're not thinking, your head is not in the game. Your head is outside of the game, trying to think of how you can better the game. Kumbe, the game is already in motion. The game is already in motion. The game is already in motion. The people that are playing in their position right now, they are playing in their position. But wait for your position to be called. Wait for your time to be called, and then things are going to get big. This is your moment. Kila mtu anakuangalia. Are they going to make the shot? Are they not going to make the shot? It's up to you. It's up to you whether you want to make the shot or you don't want to make the shot. So I want you guys to all be making the shot, because it's a big deal. That shot can change everything. That one opportunity can change everything. And I feel like August has it, man. I feel like August has that opportunity. That opportunity to change everything lies in this month. And I don't want to be one of those people to predict anything or miss a prophet. I am not a prophet, but I definitely feel like there's a shift in the atmosphere, and good things are happening, positivity is happening. Lakini it's up to you to channel it, manifest that thing, because Saikifika, you want to be able to execute. You want to be able to execute and watu wataongea, like you want to do one of those pretty shots that kila mtu anaongea about forever. Wow, umeona vile ako alikuwa ready. Sasa ikifika blessa ilifika, huyu msichana alikuwa ready, huyu msee alikuwa ready. That's what you want. You want to be someone they talk about. They're like, wow, yo, this, as soon as that ball hit their hand, they were ready. That's what you want. So as soon as that opportunity hits your hand, you're ready. As soon as that, that comes into your life, you're ready. As soon as, everything happens, you're ready. You want to take the time where you feel like nothing is happening, where things are just bad, or, when things are not looking as according to your plan. Take that time to perfect yourself, perfect your skills, the skills that you already know you have. Take that time to perfect it. The skills that you don't know you have, take time to find it. Take time to know your values, your standards. Set your standards for everything at this time. Don't let time when you're down or when you're sad discourage you or make you feel sad. Use that time to be like, you know what, I never want to feel like this again. So what I want to do now is to remember what happened for me to feel like this. Or if it's life situations that are hitting you in a gonga around, making you feel sad, make sure you're taking time to say, I'm going to be okay. Affirm yourself. Keep on giving yourself positive affirmations. You know, you want to make sure you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, you know what, even though Saizi, things are looking bad, I'm going to be in a better place very soon. And I know that, and I feel that, and I believe that. When you start believing the things that are good things are happening to you, when you start believing in positivity, ona tu vile positivity itakureceive vizuri sana. And I don't want, because sitaki kukwati, you know, mi sio mtu wa push my beliefs on anyone, but I definitely know that God waits for us to understand our position. When God knows that you are definitely disciplined enough to not move from your position, to wait for your moment, that's when the blessing come even more. Because umeshaonesha that you're willing to wait, you're willing to be patient, you're willing to stand still, you're willing to rejoice and be happy about your current situation. When you show, you know, that you're you're grateful for even the down season, even when you want to go out there and you want to show yourself and you want to let the world see you, but you sit back and you say, you know what, actually I'm going to work on myself some more, actually I'm going to perfect this some more, actually I'm going to God anasemanga, hey, ona mtoto wangu ebu ananionyesha ako ready for your ball. You're completely focused with what you need to do for yourself, so that when the time comes, swish, okay? So you guys, make sure you are doing everything you can to be ready for your opportunity, be ready for your chance, be ready for your shot, because when the time comes, it's not going to be too many second chances. Actually, utaanza over. And if you're tired of starting over, if you're tired of square one, basi sharpen your skills, because I know I am. That's our manga. I do as much as I can to make sure that I'm sharpening myself. I'm making sure that I am as the sharpest tool in every box. Kila situation I walk into, I want to make sure I'm the sharpest, because hakuna mtu anaweza ni, you know, deny anything, because I know that I own my skills. I own it. So I want to be very proud of my skills, lakini sitting back relaxing because najua niko nazo. I know I have these skills, lakini you don't know that. But I'm going to sit still until my time comes for me to show it to everybody. Are you feeling me? Are you with me, guys? So hopefully this is a good plug for you guys, and hopefully it gives you the energy that you need for August, because I'm telling you, our time is coming for us to show ourselves. So, you know, you guys, please be ready. Please be ready, because the victory is near. 4 more months to go. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing. Make sure you have subscribed if you have not. And tutaonana again next Monday. Happy August, fam.
But God told me keep on working and you never quit. And I'ma make you more than rich, huh? But true riches is stored in heaven, so I guess I had to die to really handle those. But I ain't gonna quit till my mama hold 'em in, though.